Hello guys, this is going to be my audio review for Malcolm and Marie. I'm Joshua, aka Future Filmmaker, and I've always do reviews where I talk movies, TV, and music. And in Malcolm and Marie, we follow a filmmaker on the brink of Hollywood and his girlfriend whose story made his career as they find themselves pushed towards a reckoning as a single tumultuous night decides the fate of their relationship. This is written and directed by Sam Levinson and is produced by Zendaya and John David Washington. Malcolm and Marie, this was a movie that I was following from the moment it started production, because they started production on this last year, and this was the first movie to be entirely written, financed, and produced during the ongoing pandemic. And it took place in film in secret in June and July. And I was also really interested in this because it was also a black and white film, and I am a sucker for these types of black and white movies. And also because it's a romantic drama. It's not the usual romantic drama. And also because of the two leads, Zendaya and John David Washington. They are two of the best actors working today. Zendaya, of course, you know her from the Spider-Man movies and Shake It Up and Zapped. John David Washington from Black Klansman and last year's Tenants. So going into this, I was actually really excited to see this. And I gotta say that this is not going to be a very lengthy review because Malcolm and Marie, I really liked this movie. This was a good movie. I like the fact that this focus, instead of focus on the usual, this is just a relationship of two people who are putting one against the other down, but also you can tell they do love each other and the relationship is being tested. And that's why I very much appreciate about Malcolm and Marie, that this is not your typical love story where two people fall in love and stuff. This is a scenario where they're already in love. And also with that, it also very much focuses on the revelations of what they are going through, and that I do have to give a lot of credit for this, because the way this movie decides to handle it. And I do have to say, the first big positive that makes Malcolm and Marie really good is the two leads, because there's no one else in this entire movie. It's just Zendaya and John David Washington for the entire length of the film. And they have to have a lot of scenes with them together talking, and a lot of scenes with them where they're just arguing and giving a lot of monologues to each other, and them screaming and yelling at each other. And for some people, it might not work for them. For some people, it may not be alright for them to watch for an hour and 6 minutes. For some people who don't want to watch two people argue and fight throughout the entire movie. But I thought Zendaya and John David Washington are great, especially Zendaya, who is the scene stealer in this movie. She does a really great job in the role of Marie. As you can see, the revelations and stuff that is revealed about her throughout the entire movie. And Zendaya, and as well as John David Washington, they easily should have been. These are the two performances I feel like got completely snubbed, even for this. Because these two performances, especially when you get to John David Washington, when his performance, you can tell that he is Denzel Washington's son, because his performance in this movie, I think, is very good. There's one scene in particular where he talks about how, she basically talks about how online film discourse is going and how film criticism is, which that is something I very much have to agree with, and that's actually kind of my favorite part of the movie, where one reviewer, he talks about the political interpretation, as he didn't say, he says film critics are focusing too much on politics than judging the movie for its own merit, and that's why I basically very much like. And so also, the direction and writing by Sam Levinson, I thought, is really good. Sam Levinson, he is a actor, but he's also a good filmmaker. And Assassination Nation, I saw recently. I thought it was actually pretty decent. I didn't hate it. But Euphoria, I also really loved. I loved Euphoria, and he's also one of the writers on the upcoming Deep Water, which is now set for 2022 instead of 2021. But Euphoria, it was great, but his direction of writing here is really good. I love the way Sam Levinson shoots this movie, the way this movie is executed. I also very much love the cinematography aspect of this movie. It's shot entirely in black and white. Yeah, I very much appreciate that. And also the other technical aspects such as editing and music, and as well as production and costume design are also really good. I will have to say my only small gripe when it comes to Malcolm and Marie is that while I did like seeing the chemistry of these two actors, I do wish we got a little bit more of course, Malcolm's backstory as such. But oh well, it's fine for what it is. It's basically what you got. And but other than that, I thought Malcolm and Marie, this is a really good movie that I was very impressed with. I very much loved the movie. It is my favorite movie of the year so far. Sam Levinson excels in his direction with a great screenplay that allows the performances of Zendaya and John David Washington to fully bring out their chemistry as a couple who are tested by personal trials and reveals. While I do have the one little gripe about wanting to know more about Malcolm, this is still a great movie, and I'm going to give Malcolm and Marie a better than Vampire Academy. So, let me know what you guys think about Malcolm and Marie in the comment section down below. Do you like this movie? Do you not like it? All my social media links are in the description box down below. If you like similar to my channel or you want to send fan mail, you can email me or DM me privately. Also, my merchandise store is available if you want to buy some free Future Filmmaker 394 merchandise. And if you like to see anything from my Amazon wish list, you can get in touch with me and do that as well. And you guys get cool, enjoying the Epictasticness.